Right, hello, my name is Pashral Tuskamusin, or you call me Tusk. I recently just graduated from NIVA, yesterday actually, and I've been a student here since I was in nursery, so that's like about 16 years. So needless to say, NIVA has been a really huge part in my life, and it's taught me skills like basic English, taught me leadership skills, it's taught me the values of having a really nice family to be a part of. So the school has offered me a lot of opportunities to learn about things that couldn't be normally learned in class, but could only be learned through real life experience. So I was offered the chance to join the student government multiple times. I've been the class president for like 5 years, and in my last year here as a senior, I was elected as the school president. So everything in student government teaches me about being a leader, working in groups, and also communication.
Can you mention what instrument you are playing?
Right now I'm playing the saxophone, but before that, for the first 2 or 3 years, I was the drummer.
Plus, what was your first exposure to music at NIVA International School?
I was first exposed to music when I was in grade 5, where the entire class was supposed to participate in a marching band. At first I had the position of a percussionist, then I was promoted, I guess, to go out as a field player.
Would you like to mention some values that you were able to imbibe out of the music program?
Well, I guess first off, I have to say that currently I'm playing the saxophone, and I'm also a part of the band. Being a part of the band, one of the most important values that you could have is being diligent and punctual. Some of the pieces that are given to you requires a lot of practice alone and also with the band. So you have to be diligent in practicing on your own, and also be punctual to band practices.
Would you say, thus, that your music education here at NIVA somehow helped you in improving your academic standing or achieving more?
Well, I guess in music class, in band practices, we are always being pushed by the teacher to always strive for the best we can do. Any small mistakes in tempo and notes, she'll try to work that out. So I guess that teaches me to always strive for the best.
And what can you say about the music program of NIVA International School in general?
Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. You get to try a lot of different instruments, and you get to, and in the theory side, you also get to talk about the history and the origins of types of music, some different eras. So that's also fun too.
Would you say that the music program has also helped you into becoming a holistic learner, since that is the mission of our school?
Yeah, I mean, apart from like art, I guess the music and art are the two subjects where you can actually see it as a hobby instead of like an actual class. It helps you relax from something more straining and difficult subjects in school. An advice that I would like to pass on to the current students of NIVA is that you guys should take all of the opportunities that the school represents to you. You wouldn't know when it would come in handy and what doors it will open for you in the future.
Hi, so my name is Elamar Carmel Dante Mission, but people in NIVA call me Carmel. And I just recently graduated yesterday. Hey. And I just wanted to say that this year, my last year at NIVA, I chose to be a little bit more open to ideas, to doing new things, including posting a video of myself dancing on YouTube. Dancing is my passion, and I've never really exposed myself in that kind of way. Yes, I performed on stages, in events, but then I've never really tried putting it on social media because I felt afraid. But then after doing that, months later, I actually got a lot of good feedback from people, a lot of encouragement telling me to continue doing it, even though I'm not good at it yet. I still have a lot to improve on, but then it was rather encouraging, and it kind of made me realize that even if you don't really have so many people supporting you, you should still continue pursuing your dreams, because at some point there are a lot of people, although there are a lot of people who will tell you to stop, there's so many other people who will tell you to keep going on, and that's what you're supposed to focus more on rather than the negativity.
What was your first exposure to the NIVA music program?
My first music exposure was when I came to NIVA. We had to join a music class, and so I was part of the guitar ensemble with the rest of my classmates.
And what can you say about your experience in the first year that you were with the NIVA music program? What can you say about it?
At first, it was kind of difficult because although I've learned in a music class in my previous school, I've never really had a guitar ensemble before, and considering my skills already at guitar, it was hard to just wait for my classmates to keep up. But then in the end, I was able to go through with it.
And Carmel, can you mention some of the values that you were able to pick up based on the lessons that we had every week?
So, just first I'd like to mention that from grade 7 until grade 9, I was part of a guitar ensemble, so I was never alone. But then starting an elective class from grade 10 and grade 12, I had to be alone. I was solo going guitar and piano. And for both times I learned different values, although it's kind of similar. So from the guitar ensemble class, I learned about teamwork, that you can't just be the only one good at something. You're gonna have to help your classmates if they are having trouble. And responsibility, you have to practice your part, otherwise you're gonna let the rest of the class go down with you, and it's not gonna go well. And as a soloist, it's also about responsibility and diligence. You're gonna have to find your own time to practice. You can't depend on someone telling you when to do it. You're gonna have to know when exactly is your deadline to know the piece.
So why did you opt to choose music again as your elective for 2 years?
Because I consider music as my hobby, and I wanted a class where I didn't have to stress out learning, and I wanted to feel relaxed at some point of the day, and so I chose music again because I felt like here I could just be myself and just play music as much as I wanted to.
In terms of music's contribution to your academic standing or to your study habits, did it somehow affect it in a good way?
Well, in music class, you learn all about, like I said, responsibility and diligence. It kind of made me realize that I don't only have to apply to music class, but I also have to apply to the others, as they're a lot more stressful than this class. It's a lot more serious on deadlines and all that. Not that music is not like that, but it's just really important as well to apply to the other classes.
And can you tell us what the general music program, the NIVA's general music program, what can you say about it?
It's actually a really good program because not only do you learn how to play an instrument, note reading and all that, but you also learn history of music, theories and all that. Like you get to learn how musicians from the past grew to how they are and why they're well known. You get to watch films, documentaries from them, and so it's good to get a background of music rather than just knowing how to play an instrument. So my advice to you is that continue pursuing your dreams, even if it's something you're afraid of doing. Just never let the fear stop you from doing what you love to do.